It may surprise or even shock you to hear what I'm about to say, but if you're seeing this video right now, it's no accident. This isn't just a random video in your feed. It's a direct, potent message specifically for you, one of the chosen ones. You are undergoing a transformation so profound, so undeniable, that it's causing a palpable ripple effect in your immediate environment. The old familiar version of you, the one people thought they knew, is dissolving. And what's emerging is a powerful, confident, and unapologetically authentic being. This new version of you isn't just different. It's so radically shifted that it's actually freaking them, the fact, out. But this discomfort you're witnessing in others isn't a sign of anything wrong with you. It's a testament to your magnificent growth. If this truth resonates deep within your soul, if you recognize the subtle and not so subtle reactions to your new self, then know this message is truly for you. If you're ready to fully embrace this powerful new version of yourself and understand why your transformation is unsettling those around you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment 77 below. It's your powerful affirmation that you are open to embracing this powerful, liberated state. Chapter 1. The Radiance of Self-Worth. The first, most immediate confirmation of this powerful new version of you is the undeniable radiance of your self-worth. People are noticing a significant, almost startling transformation within you because you have truly come into alignment with your authentic self. The way you carry yourself is profoundly different now. There's a new posture, a new light in your eyes, an undeniable presence that wasn't there before, at least not to this degree. People are genuinely stunned at how much you've changed. This isn't a superficial makeover. It's an internal revolution reflecting outwardly. You've had moments of profound clarity where you finally saw yourself clearly, perhaps for the very first time, stripped of all the projections and expectations of others. Crucially, you are now consistently putting yourself first, not from a place of selfishness, but from a deep understanding that your well-being is paramount. This internal shift is exuding a new level of confidence and self-love that people simply haven't witnessed in you before. It's a confidence that isn't loud or boastful, but quiet, steady, and deeply rooted. For a long time, your history might have been marked by being hurt, not just by a few people, but by many who used and abused your generosity, or simply took you for granted. You might have been the go-to person, the one who always said yes, the one who absorbed the emotional burdens of others without complaint. This past pain, while agonizing at the time, has been a catalyst. With newfound clarity, you realize you were operating from a space of being a people pleaser. Perhaps this was a conditioning that started early in life, instilled by family dynamics or societal expectations. You believed that by accommodating everyone else, you would gain acceptance or love. But you've now seen, with crystal clear vision, that this wasn't serving you. In fact, it actively allowed people to take advantage of you, to exploit kindness, or to use you for what you could do for them, rather than valuing you for who you are. This realization sparked your profound internal growth. You've aligned with your highest self through introspection, meditation, and a deliberate cultivation of self-love. Now, this internal growth is no longer a hidden process. You're coming out into the limelight, shining your truth for all to see. You are no longer hiding yourself away or being passive. This powerful confidence is radiating from you, making you more visible, more potent, and undeniably more noticed. This inner shift isn't just about feeling better, it's about establishing an energetic boundary around yourself that repels anything not aligned with your highest good. The old patterns of seeking external validation, of bending yourself into a pretzel to fit others' expectations, are being shed like old skin. You are stepping into a state of unwavering self-acceptance, where your inherent worth is not negotiable. This newfound internal sovereignty means that the opinions and desires of others no longer dictate your choices or your emotional state. It's a quiet revolution, a seismic shift in your personal power dynamic. And for those who benefited from your past people-pleasing tendencies, this change is not just noticeable, it's profoundly unsettling, because it means they can no longer access the old you. Your light is too bright, your boundaries too firm, and your self-love too strong for them to manipulate or exploit as they once did. This radiant self-worth is the first blazing beacon of your true, magnificent self. Chapter 2. Boundaries that radiate truth. The second powerful aspect of this new version of you, the one that's unsettling to some, is your undeniable ability to hold firm boundaries. You are still the loving, kind, and generous person you've always been. But now that generosity is tempered by an unwavering self-respect. This clarity you've gained isn't just about seeing past patterns, it's about deeply knowing your worth. You understand with absolute certainty that you are enough. This isn't an intellectual concept, it's a visceral knowing that permeates your being. This newfound self-worth is the foundation for your healthy boundaries. You are actively nurturing yourself, putting yourself in the right conditions to truly flourish. Just as a beautiful rose needs specific conditions to grow and bloom, you are intuitively guided to cultivate environments and relationships that truly support your blossoming. You are following your intuition, your deepest inner guide, as to what feels right for you, what brings you joy, and what elevates your spirit. This means you are now only choosing situations, people, and experiences that make you feel amazing and incredible. Your generosity and kindness are now reserved for those who are equally committed to your growth, who genuinely love and support you, and who reciprocate the energy you so freely offer. This isn't about keeping score, it's about energetic integrity. You've come to understand that you deserve all the generosity, love, and kindness in return. The pain of the past, where you gave so much and others weren't giving back, where you were taken for granted and felt lonely, has been transformed into a powerful discernment. You now understand that you won't accept anything less than what you deserve. This realization has taken some people completely by surprise. They never saw this coming. They may have perceived you as easygoing to the point of being passive, someone they could easily walk all over. Perhaps they saw your laid-back nature as an invitation to treat you as a doormat. But they never knew the immense strength that was quietly transforming within you. The courage you were cultivating to establish these healthy boundaries. Some are literally freaking out at this new, improved version of yourself because their old tactics no longer work. They can no longer lean on you as a crutch, exploit your kindness, or show up with poor behavior and mistreat you. Why? Because you are now willing to cut people off and walk away. You have unequivocally closed the door on many who did not serve your highest good, focusing instead on building your own inner courage and confidence to do what is truly right for you. This radical shift is unsettling to those who benefited from your past people-pleasing tendencies, as they are now forced to confront their own lack of integrity in your presence. It's a direct challenge to their comfortable narrative, where they could always rely on your boundless giving without true reciprocation. Your firm no is a powerful yes to yourself. And this newfound self-respect is the very energy that repels those who seek to drain you and attracts those who genuinely uplift you. The discomfort they feel is not your responsibility. It is merely a reflection of their own inability to adapt to your elevated standards and the natural consequence of your empowered self-expression. Chapter 3. The Secret Observers. One of the most telling signs that this new version of you is causing a profound reaction in others is the presence of secret observers. These individuals are quietly, almost obsessively, watching your growth. They aren't making their observation known to you, but you might feel their energy, a subtle shift in the atmosphere when they are near, or simply an intuitive sense that you are being scrutinized. It's because they are utterly stunned by your transformation, and they genuinely don't know how to act around you anymore. Your previous predictability, your willingness to be easily influenced or overlooked, has vanished, leaving them disoriented. They are fascinated in a somewhat unnerving way to see who you truly are beneath the surface, because your authentic self is now coming up to the surface with undeniable force. Some people are now actively intimidated by you. Your transformation has created immense discomfort within them, because they are finally confronting the truth. You are far more wise and aware than they ever thought or than you ever let on. This isn't about you projecting power, it's about your intrinsic power radiating, making them feel small or exposed. They now know with absolute clarity that you see the disrespect they showed you in the past. Your clarity is not just an internal state, it's a powerful mirror reflecting their past behavior back to them. You see your worth with an unwavering conviction, and they can feel it. This is why they might act awkwardly in your presence, avoid eye contact, or seem generally uncomfortable. They can no longer dim your light. In the past, certain individuals, often driven by their own envy and threatened by your inherent potential, deliberately tried to keep you disempowered. They would subtly or overtly try to make you feel bad about yourself or project their own insecurities onto you because it made them feel better, less threatened by your brilliance. But their tactics no longer work. Your light is now too bright to be dimmed by their negativity. Their negative projections, their attempts to use you as a scapegoat, are like water off a duck's back. You know who you are, and their attempts to undermine you simply bounce off your fortified aura. This is why some of your old enemies are literally falling away. Their old tactics are powerless against your new, empowered self. You are simply too powerful, too grounded in your truth for their manipulation to have any effect. This secret observation, this intimidation, this awkwardness is a clear sign that your transformation is not just internal. It's causing a significant, undeniable shift in your external relationships, clearing the path for those who truly honor your light. This silent watch is proof that your inner work has profound outer consequences, forcing those who once underestimated you to finally acknowledge your true power. The fear they feel is not your burden to carry, but rather a validation of the magnificent boundary-setting being you have become. Chapter 4, The Life Upgrade and New Connections. This chapter vividly portrays the profound shift occurring in your life, a complete life upgrade that is rearranging your entire reality. Spirit is showing me that you have fundamentally changed your vibration, and as a direct consequence, your entire life is being recalibrated to align with highest good. This isn't a partial improvement, it's a systemic overhaul designed to bring you into perfect resonance with what genuinely nurtures you, what helps you grow exponentially, and what makes you feel utterly amazing and incredible. This grand rearrangement involves a significant influx of new connections. You are now attracting a much higher caliber of people. What I'm hearing is much higher vibrational connections. These aren't just acquaintances, these are individuals who genuinely love and care for you, who hold your highest good in mind, and who are aligned with your elevated frequency. They are authentic, supportive, and resonant with your true self. This is a radical departure from past relationships where you might have felt used, drained, or taken for granted. For some, this upgrade brings individuals who are deeply regretting their past behavior towards you. However, their regret isn't born from empathy for your pain, but from the stark realization that they can no longer access you or the immense generosity you once provided. They feel the loss of your presence and the resources you offered, not necessarily sorrow for how they treated you. This shift means you are no longer accessible to those who operate from a place of exploitation or disrespect. Your boundaries are firm, and your energetic signature repels anything that doesn't align with your newfound respect for yourself. Simultaneously, for those who truly cherish genuine connection, you are rising into the limelight, radiating your authentic self like a beacon. The star card confirms this. It's your highest self activated, your soul exuding its inherent power and light. This isn't about ego. It's about the innate beauty and strength you've always possessed, now coming to the forefront. Subconsciously, past traumas or wounds might have made you feel unworthy, leading you to hide your light or avoid being fully seen. Perhaps you were used as a scapegoat or attacked when you dared to be empowered or confident. Envy has likely surrounded you at different stages of your life, but now you possess an unshakable courage. The negativity is like water off a duck's back. This period marks immense healing and growth as the divine actively soothes your soul. You might have felt trapped, like a butterfly in a cocoon, for a while, but that struggle has cultivated immense inner strength. You've emerged beautifully transformed, ready for all to see. You are now in a flow state, aligning effortlessly with your highest self and infinite soul, magnetizing in all forms of positive connections, friendships, collaborations, and even romantic relationships where people truly love and appreciate the authentic you. This isn't just about personal relationships. It can also lead to public recognition within a community or broader sphere, as your light naturally draws positive attention. This entire upgrade is a direct consequence of your unwavering commitment to self-love and growth, ushering in an era where your life is finally arranged to mirror the magnificent being you truly are. Chapter 5. The Divine Calling to Liberation. This chapter speaks to a profound divine intervention in your life, a divine calling that pulled you out of the shadows of self-limitation and into the brilliant light of your true potential. The Judgment card signifies this liberation. It was the divine actively calling you out of the imprisonment of your past, lack of confidence, and the feeling of being stuck. For a long time, you might have been acutely aware of your struggle with self-esteem, but perhaps you didn't fully understand the root causes or how to truly liberate yourself from those chains. This feeling of being stuck, this underlying current of unworthiness, was often subconscious, a deeply ingrained pattern that influenced countless aspects of your life. However, certain events, often deeply traumatic or profoundly challenging experiences, served as a catalyst. They may have forced you into that metaphorical cocoon, into a necessary period of immense transformation and introspection. These weren't punishments. They were divine orchestrations, necessary for you to realize your inherent worth and prepare for the major upgrade you truly deserved. The divine needed you to shed those layers of self-doubt and limiting beliefs so you could finally receive the abundance and high vibrational experiences that are rightfully yours. This is you being consciously and powerfully pulled out of situations and circumstances that were no longer serving you. It is also about being pulled out of those deeply entrenched limiting beliefs, releasing significant amounts of shadow energy to make ample room for the profound blessings coming your way. This can manifest as unexpected changes in your job, a sudden relocation, or the dissolving of old toxic friendships that were holding you back. These departures might have felt jarring at the time, but in hindsight, you'll see them as deliberate acts of divine extraction, designed to create space for something far greater. There could be an element of you now being even more in the limelight because you're courageously sharing your growth journey in some capacity. This isn't about seeking attention. It's about authentic vulnerability and inspiration. People can deeply relate to your struggles, finding solace and courage in your story. You are becoming a powerful inspiration for others, helping them find the courage to grow, transform, establish healthy boundaries, and liberate themselves from their own limiting circumstances or mindsets. Your journey becomes a beacon, proving that radical self-love and transformation are not only possible, but utterly life-changing. This divine calling wasn't a gentle whisper. It was a powerful summons to awaken to your true power, to shed the old skin of limitation, and to step into the magnified version of yourself that is now ready to inspire and uplift others. This liberation is not just about what you gain, but what you are freed from, the chains of past conditioning and the illusion of your own inadequacy, allowing your true magnificent essence to finally shine. Chapter 6. Reciprocal Blessings and Unyielding Strength. Your abundance is no longer a future hope. It is a vivid present reality, proven through reciprocal blessings and untouchable inner power. The Six of Pentacles now shows the divine handing resources straight to you. After years of overgiving, time, money, emotional labor, you are finally on the receiving side of generosity. This is not charity, but energetic symmetry. Heaven mirrors your past kindness in overflowing measure, sending ideal conditions, timely opportunities, and a soul tribe eager to uplift you. Love flows in the same balanced rhythm. The Two of Cups signals relationships founded on mutual respect and equal exchange. Whether romance or friendship, every bond now reflects your healed self-worth. No rescuers, no takers, only partners who meet you eye to eye. You recognize this divine counterpart or kindred ally because they too have traveled a refining path and value authenticity over pretense. In their presence, you feel both seen and supported, never depleted. Such harmony exists because you have mastered healthy boundaries. The Seven of Wands once depicted you fending off critics and energy drains. Today, It illustrates victorious resilience. Attempts to provoke or undermine you fall flat. You stand secure, rooted in self-knowledge. Rigorous inner work, meditation, and honest shadow-facing formed an unshakable core that outside forces can no longer breach. Enter the magician, crowning this spread with limitless possibility. The infinity symbol hovering above affirms your partnership with Source. You co-create realities, not merely wish for them. Ideas crystallize into actions, and actions into tangible gain. Manifestation is now muscle memory, powered by a clear mind, disciplined will, and open heart. You give freely yet discerningly, knowing that respect is the non-negotiable price of admission to your orbit. Should anyone ignore that truth, you retract your energy without drama. Self-care is sacred, not selfish. This balanced generosity transforms you into a lighthouse for others. Having climbed through scarcity, heartbreak, and self-doubt, you carry lived wisdom that awakens those still entangled in fear. You model what empowered giving looks like, pouring from an overflowing cup, never from a cracked one. Your story proves that boundaries do not restrict love. They protect its purity, ensuring a continuous, revitalizing flow. Connected to your higher self, you feel worthy of limitless grace. Gifts arrive precisely when needed. Inspiration follows every courageous step. By meeting the divine halfway through self-discipline, integrity, and gratitude, you unlocked a life upgrade across all domains: finances, relationships, creativity, and peace of mind. This chapter enshrines a core truth of your evolution. Abundance thrives where self-respect and generosity coexist. From this vantage, you move forward as both beneficiary and benefactor, secure in the knowledge that every resource you extend returns multiplied, anchored by the unbreakable strength at your center. Chapter 7. Enlightenment and the Powerful Voice. The clearest proof of your overflowing abundance is the luminous state of enlightenment you now inhabit, and the resonant, truth-bearing voice rising from it. Like the enlightened hangman, you endured a divinely mandated pause, a cocoon of radical stillness in which you traced repeating patterns, named buried wounds, and let reality reveal itself without filters. That suspension cracked open a towering self-respect you once only imagined. Worth is now a living pulse in your bones, the unquestioned center of every decision you make. With this renewed self-honor comes limitless imagination. Wearing the mantle of the magician, you do more than daydream, you shape reality. The rock-bottom moments that once crushed you have become bedrock for a soaring mindset, effortlessly attracting higher vibrational people and opportunities. Even before you understood conscious creation, your field worked quiet miracles on your behalf. Now that you do understand, your manifesting power is breathtaking, living evidence that intention fused with integrity produces alchemy. Central to this awakening is a voice so clear that adversaries flinch and allies flock. You no longer recite borrowed doctrines. You speak from the marrow, releasing wisdom woven into the architecture of the cosmos. Listeners feel inner galaxies rearrange as they absorb your insights.